Genesis chapter 9, after God's covenant with Noah. Verses 6 and 7. Whoever sheds man's blood, by man his blood shall be shed. For in the image of God he made man. And as for you, be fruitful and multiply. Bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply in it. God is blessing Noah and his sons and his family. He's saying, be fruitful and multiply. But that's the same thing he said to Adam and Eve. He's blessing them, but he's warning them that bad things can happen. Because he doesn't want Noah to make the same mistakes that Adam and Eve made, and he wants them to be fruitful. Verse 11. Thus I establish my covenant with you. Never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood. Never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. God is holding up his end of the covenant. Verses 16 and 17. The rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I will look on it to remember the everlasting covenant between God and every living creature of all flesh that is on the earth. And God said to Noah, this is the sign of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is on the earth. A rainbow is one of the most beautiful things we have. It's a symbol of God's covenant with Noah. It's a sign that God loves us. He gave us a second chance. He wants us to use our second chance to the best of our abilities. A rainbow can also be the sign of the beautiful world that we live in, that God made for us, made it perfect for us. Verses 21 through 23. Then he drank of the wine and was drunk, and became uncovered in his tent. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his two brothers outside. But Shem and Japheth took a garment, laid it on both of their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father. Their faces were turned away, and they did not see their father's nakedness. Noah's sons are trying to be respectful of their father. Verses 24 through 27. So Noah awoke from his wine, and knew what his younger son had done to him. Then he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants. He shall be to his brethren. And he said, Blessed be the Lord, the God of Shem, and may Canaan be his servant. May God enlarge Japheth, and may he dwell in the tents of Shem, and may Canaan be his servant. This is pretty messed up of Noah. Noah got drunk, which is a sin in itself. You're allowed to drink and drink wine, but you shouldn't get drunk because your body is a temple. You shouldn't lose control. Noah got drunk, and he wakes up and he's immediately jumping to conclusions and blaming Canaan. Even though Noah is this awesome guy, this heavenly guy, he can still make mistakes. I think this is in Genesis chapter 9 because it relates to God giving us a warning of what not to do with Adam and Eve. God gave us a reset, so we should live it to the fullest. Verses 28 and 29. Noah lived after the flood 350 years. So all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died. I think it's interesting that chapter 9 jumps right into Noah's death after he curses Canaan, which he shouldn't have. I think the Bible wants us to acknowledge that this was a sin that Noah did. I said in chapter 5 how it talks about all the deaths of Adam's descendants. All the days of so-and-so or so-and-so, and he died. But for the people that walked with God, it doesn't say, and he died. It says, so all the days of Enoch were 365 years, and Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. It doesn't say that Enoch died. Those were verses 23 and 24 of chapter 5. I just thought that was very interesting. We think that Noah went to heaven, but we have no way of knowing. Did he live out his second chance to the fullest? We don't know. I think that was specifically put in chapter 9 as a lesson, as a warning. God forgives us all the time. He gives us all these second chances. We need to live them to the fullest and do what we need to do to be in heaven with God. Regardless of whether Noah is in heaven or not, he's still a great person. But great people make mistakes. You have to put mistakes behind you and then try not to make them again. Thank you for watching.